What if obedience to God cost you everything? Not just comfort, not just money, but your life. What if the price of faithfulness was death, and compromise could save you? Today's story is not about a prophet, not about a king, not about a miracle. It is about an ordinary man who made one decision that exposed the corruption of a kingdom and revealed how far evil will go when righteousness refuses to bend. His name was Naboth, and his story forces us to ask a dangerous question. How much is your obedience worth? Naboth lived during one of Israel's darkest periods. King Ahab ruled the nation, but his throne was not guided by God. Beside him stood Queen Jezebel, a woman who openly rejected the Lord and aggressively promoted idolatry. Under their rule, God's prophets were hunted, justice was corrupted, and power replaced truth. Israel looked strong on the outside, but spiritually it was collapsing. And in the middle of this corruption lived a man who owned something small, yet sacred. A vineyard. Naboth's vineyard stood next to the royal palace. To the king, it was inconvenient. To Naboth, it was untouchable. Why? Because according to God's law, land in Israel was not mere property, it was an inheritance from the Lord. Leviticus 25 makes it clear the land must not be sold permanently, because the land belongs to me. To sell it would mean disobeying God. To keep it meant risking everything. King Ahab approached Naboth politely. He offered a better vineyard or silver in exchange. From a human perspective, it was a perfect deal. No threat, no force, only opportunity. But obedience is never tested when the cost is low. Naboth answered with words that sealed his fate. "The Lord forbid that I should give you the inheritance of my ancestors." In that moment, Naboth chose God over survival. Ahab returned to his palace, furious. Not because he was denied land, but because he was denied control. He sulked, he refused to eat. A king, powerless before integrity, Jezebel noticed, and when she heard Naboth's answer, she laughed. "You call yourself king of Israel," she said. "I will get you the vineyard." This was not negotiation anymore. This was war against righteousness. Jezebel wrote letters in Ahab's name. She ordered a public fast and a public accusation, backed by false witnesses. Naboth was accused of cursing God and the king. Two liars stood against one faithful man, and according to corrupted justice, Naboth was dragged outside the city and stoned to death. No trial, no defense, no mercy. Faithfulness was punished, evil was rewarded. When Jezebel announced Naboth's death, Ahab immediately went to claim the vineyard, but God had seen everything. The prophet Elijah was sent. In the very vineyard stolen by blood, God pronounced judgment, in the place where dogs licked Naboth's blood. They will lick your blood too. Justice was delayed, but not denied. Naboth lost his vineyard. Naboth lost his life. But he never lost his integrity, his obedience, or his place in God's memory. This story teaches us a painful truth. Obedience does not always protect us from suffering, but disobedience always destroys us in the end. Naboth's silence spoke louder than Ahab's power. Today, you may not face a king, but you will face pressure. Pressure to compromise. Pressure to stay quiet. Pressure to trade obedience for safety. Naboth had one chance to escape. One yes could have saved his life, but he chose eternity over comfort. So the question remains, what would you choose? If this story challenged you, subscribe to the channel, share this message, and write Amen in the comments. Because faith like Naboth's must never be forgotten.